I'm not going to bother reading that. What? Someone is calling you. Or so you think. Yeah, I'll answer the call. You are floating in the air somewhere. The air tastes sour. The air tastes bitter. The air tastes watery. You are in the human realm. Just say moist, fam. Yog-Sothoth, I can't believe I made it. Is that really you? Oh, the all-encompassing. You are not Yog-Sothoth. Honestly, you master what little perception you still have from before the slumber and express a negative answer. Oh man, the little creature before you is saddened. While you're observing, you notice something significant. The thin strand of power connecting you to it. It could only mean that it is a human, and if the human has summoned you, that also means that you were its... Oh, God. I am its god! Oh, that hurts. The human realm would have been a pretty fragile place, defenseless in the face of the great old ones, if not for a particular tidbit it developed. The divine order, the blueprint of this reality. Even your kin is mostly unable to deal with it. All the eldritch madness of the abyss packed into a concept, not bad for little bipedal creatures. Yes, for the extra limbs, horns, and other body parts sticking out of the concept, you decide to keep them for yourself for now. It's only fitting for the god to address his follower. Oh! I'm a cat boy! Nice! Humans shall know you as... I can't even! For your true name is out of their reach. Say what? Oh, come on, it's not that hard. Fine, you can call me acolyte. Oh, does it still sound weird for speakers of English? It is. Still don't understand how one led to the other, but nice to meet you. Obviously, it has the same letters. And who are you, summoner? Right, I'm Theodore Octave Unzu. Sorry for being rude. The hypocrisy of humankind. How you have missed it. You do realize your name has more letters than mine, don't you? Yeah, I'm sorry for being French. Oh, the great one. It's funny to think that even the French freak out like eldritch gods like myself. Frick. You scoff. It feels like a mockery. Like he's touching your fur against the coat. Am not. Pun? You're in for a long run. I am your god now, but I am not of the great old ones. Just an eldritch god of the abyss. Your summoning ritual. What do you know about it? You step out of the circle. It squeaks as its lines wither away under your paw. Of course, my lord. It's a ritual to summon the source of divine knowledge. Why didn't he summon that annoying crane, the goddess of knowledge and magic then? To open the gates to what lies beyond. To see the reality as it is below the veneer of masquerade. That's why. And with this ritual, you hope for Yog-Sothoth. Yes? Tough luck. With all due respect, my lord, are you planning to elaborate? What do you think to see the reality as it is below the veneer of masquerade means? Flavor text? To make the ritual sound cooler? That actually explains things even more. Alright, Theodore Octave Unzu. The first part, the divine knowledge, would have allowed you to call for a blessing of the goddess of knowledge and ask for one of her feathers. The second part, however, would have allowed you, probably, to humbly knock on the door of the gate and the key, Yog-Sothoth. You following? So far. However, combining them made summoning either of them impossible. That bird lady is a proper deity, tie-clad to the divine order of the realm, so she can't comprehend what lies outside. And Yog-Sothoth is ancient enough not to be reduced to a god. So instead, you got me. I'm your god now, so congratulations. Any questions? The divine order made you way too mellow, you think? What the human realm cannot comprehend, it cuts out. And in the blueprint of humanity, sure, gods are powerful, but not reality-breaking. Gods are supposed to desire to be worshipped. The desire to exist. Ugh, I don't want to exist. Mood. Where were we? Do you have any questions, human? No? Oh, wait, I do. Are you doing okay? Do you need some help, maybe? Do gods have suicide hotline? What? I'm saying that it's a right to want to die? Can you even die, though? I can't. That's exactly the problem. I am not supposed to desire to exist since I can't die. The antonym for one is not zero because the existence of one already implies the zero. Does that mean you're the god of life? What? No! What? I was making an educated guess. I didn't mean like human life or whatever, but don't eldritch beings also have their own lifeness? Like you possess knowledge, but you're not a patron of knowledge and you can't die. So isn't life itself the vessel of all knowledge? You are a funny one, aren't you? No, I am god of the undead and the void. And if you stare into the abyss for too long, you will break your eyesight. What was that? Nothing. So, can I get my divine favor now? Well, since I'm your god and you're my summoner, now, first follower, and you are my follower. No. Sure, I mean, you look cool and stuff. Will I get paid? You are to establish a cult in my honor. As for payment, it would depend on your performance. Okay, boss. 2 questions. Question 1. What will you do in the meantime? Not your business. It is though. There's so many different gods and churches. Like, most of them offer cool things to believers, I guess. Eternal salvation, fame and glory, or at least something like exclusive merchandise. How can we compete with that? Oh, hey, join our cult. We're offering the uneasy nothing. What did you just say? Nothing? Despite the baffling lack of background knowledge related to the matter of summoning eldritch gods, your follower has an interesting sensitivity to the arcane. Maybe a sudden existence in this realm won't be this much of an annoyance. Not like it's going to last anyway. You summoned me for 42 weeks. That's how you count it, yes? Is this number of any significance? Well, whatever. Frankly, your devotion was quite thin. You weren't even aware of me in the first place, so I need other believers to sustain my presence. Otherwise, I will get hungry, and you will not enjoy it. As a god, however, I can perform miracles within my domain. Bring me followers and offerings, and I shall grant their wishes. How are you looking for specific wishes to be granted? I have no idea what people in this day and age desire. What offerings do you want? Try me. Innocent newborns? That's like kinda illegal these days. No children. Children are the worst, really. Their innocent curiosity and everything. No blood, no children, no famines. Thank you very much. What about you? What? Do you wish to eat babies? What? No! See, I also have good taste. Fair. So second question. Can I keep my daytime job? No. How do you intend to live then, almighty Lord of the Void? What do you mean? It's undead and the void, if you please. I mean, do you have a place to reside in? The Eternal Plane? The sacred mountain in your name? A hidden temple underwater? A studio apartment next door? Here. That's it. You don't have a mountain, a temple, or a house. And mine is rented. No money equals no house. No pay from you equals no money. Money, huh? The word fills you with a sense of recognition. It was something born within yourself, a part of the whole. It eluded at some point, filled in with too much matter to stay in your reach. You tried to call for it, but find only the shadow, no light. For now, the money matters shall fall into your hands. I will resolve it later. Okay, in this case, I will be at your service on weekends, I suppose. I probably need to go now, though. It's kinda late. Wait! Yes, my lord? Give me the source of knowledge on the current state of the world. The follower brightens up and produces an electrical thing from somewhere behind him. Sure, I can lend you my laptop for a bit. Here you go, just press here. The screen lights up. There's something excruciatingly enticing about this small artifact. The sense of familiarity. Of the void. So I see that you intuitively know how to use computers. I'll leave you be for now. Oh, do you need to eat anything? No. Who do you think I am? A pet? I was just making sure, alright? Okay, I'll leave it to your devices for now. Weekday routine. You're playing as Acolyte, an Eldritch horror-attuned god, patron of the undead and the void, as he establishes his cult among humans after being summoned to the human realm for the first time in God knows how many years. During the weekdays, you can research different skills. Some skills are only unlocked after certain plot points. You can select 2 fields of research during these days. You'll get 5 points for every skill selected for the week. During the weekends, you will be able to select actions. Some actions are temporary. Some actions will influence resources or skills you have. Some decisions you make will require you to spend resources. And some stats are hidden and will remain so. You might feel their influence throughout the story. Try different things and reach different outcomes. Wait, what? So I have to pick 2. Science, technology. Well, I could go for STEM, humanities, or art and culture. Oh, frick. Let me just save here. Maybe a bit of. Oh God. Maybe humanity. What? Wait. How much that? Oh, I can only choose 2. Wait, can I add 2 in 1? I can add 2 in 1. Humanities and maybe art and culture. Yeah, that will be interesting. That will be interesting. Because that way, like, maybe I'll learn to be a thirst trap this way. Like, that's my goal in this. I want to be the ultimate thirst trap god. All right, all set. Since it's apparently so important, you start with the concept of money. Gold coins are boring, but understandable. You look at ancient art. Humans find it mostly boring, but oh, you do find it adorable. That was the first time their souls touched the void. Weekend activities. Oh. Laser. Why would I laze around? I'll talk to Theo. If I may inquire, my lord, what is it? What exactly are your powers? You wish you knew yourself. The Divine Order did adjust them in some way, and you need to discover how. Things beyond what the human mind can comprehend. Oh, come on! Hey, you wanted to try Yogg-Sothoth. He would just drive you insane with his knowledge. I am being considerate here. Week 1. Are you a cat? So, enjoying the internet so far? Uh-huh. Anything you need from me? Maybe a drink? Didn't you say you don't need food? Right, you did say that. Oh well. Yeah, I don't need it, but I might enjoy it. Your neighbor follower shakes his head in disbelief, but lowers and hands you a wet cylindrical thing. What is this moist cylinder? What is this? It's a can. I'm sacrificing half my Sunday night beer for you, my lord. Please accept my offerings. The liquid inside is fizzy, cold, and bitter. Gross! Okay, maybe milk would be more up your alley then. Much better. Oh my god, you are a fake cat. I am your wait, what? Milk is bad for real cats. I knew it. I am an eldritch horror, though. So what if you just happen to resemble a cat? It's not your fault your true form is not compatible with this world. I see. Alright, oh eldritch horror lord. When will we start looking for adventures? Extracting the cursed artifacts of your horrifying might from the sealed coffins, hidden beneath abandoned tombs, while slaying fearsome dragons within. You raise a brow. What makes you think I have a cursed artifact in my name? Cultural stereotypes, mostly. Well, who are you to disappoint your faithful milk-bringing follower? I'm very foreign to your realm. Until I establish more presence here, I'm not very well fit to do any dragon-slaying expeditions. You are free to do it on your own, if you wish. Damn. Do not insult your deity, young man. My apologies. Enjoy your drinks and comfortable silence. Weekday routine. Right. Now I guess I'll put 1 into STEM and more into humanities, I guess. That's my guess. I don't know what sort of stats I want to raise for, like, my cat dude. You learn that the thing in your paw is called a computer and you can go online. It's basically a connection to a hive mind, but nicer. Luckily, my money does get better. IOU is a fun concept. Weekend activities. Talk to... Why don't I just talk to Theodore? I mean, I can't just laze around all day. Why do you look like a cat? Why wouldn't I? I don't know, don't Eldritch horrors usually present as deep sea creatures or something? For the last time, I am not Yog-Sothoth. Soggoth. Ah, got it. Is it because cats stare into nothingness sometimes? He might know something you don't. We do. Digital followers. Theodore? Yes, my lord? Explain this to me. You showed him the laptop screen. That's some blogger, I think, and she makes slime using soap and glue. My lord, why do you watch wacky children's entertainment? No, you don't get it. You see how many followers this human girl has? Ah, you're beating your tail impatiently while he laughs. You also want to have social media following. Huh! If you manage to find your niche, you can get millions by just making videos, taking photos, and sharing your opinions and stuff. Do you also want to have a social media following? Yes, why not? I want to be the thirst trap Eldritch Lord, please. I've seen people online saying modern people require modern solutions. You're right, Theodore. I should establish my online presence. Just don't make slimes, okay? It'll only attract children. And you will probably scare them. You would probably scare them off. You're not. Weekday routine. Ooh. Wait, my niche? My niche. I guess I'll just throw everything into arts and cultures then. Yeah, yeet, because then... Or should I like balance it between art and culture and humanities? I'm going to balance out my stats first and then see what I'm gonna like narrow down into later on. It would totally rob about the internet being nicer than your average hive mind. Weekend activities. Post on social media. Hello, humans, elves, dwarves, and whatnot. I am a god. You're met with digital silence. What have I done? Broken knob. Entrance smells different today. There's someone else coming. Hi, your lordship. Guess what? I brought you a potential follower. Oh, you better be ready for this. Hello, mortal. What brought you to my doorstep today? Yeah, don't mind me. It's not as if it's my house or anything. I'm sorry, Theo. You're so nice. The man awkwardly places a bottle of strawberry milk before you. Wait, milk can be flavored? Neat. Here, that's for you. Theodore said that you enjoy milk, no? Huh, so it's an offering. Will you recognize me as your deity of worship? He awkwardly shrugs, one shoulder barely moving. Yeah, I can get with that. The doctor said my arm should be healed in about a month, but not fully or with its abilities restored. I thought of praying to Asclepius, the god of medicine, but his priest told me to not waste his time as my injury is not life-threatening or anything. Even if I wanted to, I couldn't afford their services. Go on. And I kind of want my arm back, you know? It's just, once I heard of a new one here, who isn't very picky with offerings, I thought I might give you a shot. You open the bottle and take a sip. Strawberry milk itself tastes better than that of the offering. It's reluctant and weak. It doesn't expect much of you and doesn't actually believe in your powers much. Still, an offering is an offering and you have to accept, and you have accepted it. Huh. The undead or the void? What? I mean, what if I gave him a zombie arm? It'll be even funnier if I channel like the... Wait, what happens if I channel the power of the void? What happens if I do that to his arm? I'm gonna do that. You press your paw on the man's temple and focus on the emptiness inside of him. All he's lost. For his hands to just simply be able to do, holding his child close, menial task guided by pure muscle memory, and then a fleeting childhood memory of scribbling down test answers on his palm. The last is carried by a warm feeling born from inventing a secret code with his friends on a summer day many years ago. He misses those things. It doesn't matter, you whisper, as you take and devour them. Not the memories, but the importance of them. So, did you heal it? Nah. What'd you do then? Took away, how do I phrase it? That thing that made you think having a working arm was important for you? What do you mean make me think? My arm is important to me. Yeah, think again on that one. What did you do to my head? Why don't I feel like any of those memories are important? Dang, I didn't ask for a divine mind. Oh God. Visibly shaken, he jerks and scurries away. That went remarkably well. You think he'll come back? I'm praying on it. Right now. Funny, I don't feel any prayers from you, although I hypothetically should. It was sarcasm, your lordship. Have you thought about discussing people's requests with them before granting anything? No? Why? Because if you talk with him beforehand, maybe that guy would have been okay with your treatment. Maybe you're unaware of this fact, but your powers are rather horrifying. You think about it for a second. You seem okay, though. Right, well, for the point of reference, I want to summon Yogg-Sothoth, so I'm not like most people. My point is, try to understand people more. I don't know, read some fiction, go outside, talk about expectations beforehand. Just a word of advice to a deity from his only follower, I guess. Yeah, I'll think about it. Alright, do you want something to drink? I also got another flavor for you to try. Maybe you just prefer chocolate milk to strawberry, but this one tastes even better. Weekday. Oh! Ooh! Alright. Maybe some compassion and insight. Yeah, they'll do it. Weekend activities. Posts on... Maybe if I post on social media, let's see what happens. Lame Photoshop, bro, they say. Psh. Week 4. Go out. Hey, your lordship, would you mind accompanying this humble follower to go shopping today? Didn't you say I scare people? All right, can you do something about it? Mask as a human? I can't? No. Don't think I can help it. Well, if anyone say you're a cosplayer, it's people who dress up as fictional characters. Cosplayer. Got it. Perfect. Let's go. The outside world feels much bigger than last time you visited this realm. Much bigger and much emptier. Tall, loud, and a whole vomit of colors. Alright, stop. We're here. You observe the location. It's even more colorful than the others you pass by. The air buzzes with emotions, making your back fur stand on end. It's the main shopping street. And? Yeah, I'll be right back, but in the meantime, you can take a look at things and see what you like. Keep an eye out for anything you might want to receive from potential followers. He basically vanishes into thin air afterwards. You take a leisurely stroll past some storefronts until your eyes catch one specific side. Use electronics and goods. Something about those old ragged tiny boxes just speaks to you. Yeah, here you are. There's something specific catch your eye. Not specific, but I think I like this place and those things. You gesture with your paws. What are they, by the way? Old retro games. You want any? Oh, I loved this one when I was a child. Here, good sir. We'll take this one. Before you process what's happening, he hands one box to you. Oh my. My god, it's a gamer. Is this an offering? No, it's just a gift. Let's go home. And you go back, learning about this world a little more with every step. Oh, and one more thing. This is also for you. I kinda need my old laptop back, you know? Is this also a gift? I think it is. Thank you, Theodore. Weekday. Right, I think I want to be more compassionate this time around. Yeah, all set. Weekend activities. I think I'd rather talk with Theodore rather than posting on social media. I don't know how much social media posting is gonna help me. Oh, but what if I'm missing out? I'm definitely missing out. Whatever, I'm gonna talk to Theo. Care for a movie? Sure. Some might call it slacking off your duties, but deity should maintain close ties to the priest. Week 5. Social media. Hey Theo. Yes, your lordship? Why is no one following me on social media yet? He looks at the screen over your shoulder. Maybe because you don't post anything? Even if you don't have anything substantial to share, a quick pic of your food can remind people you're relevant. But I'm a god. I don't need to eat. Right. You need to find something else to post about regularly then. In-law struggles. The doorbell rings. Is this another prospective follower? Hello? Hi. You reached the Church of Acolyte, the Eldritch horror god of the undead and the void. How may we help you today? Are you a god? No, I'm his roommate. Hey, your lordship, you have a visitor. Don't scream, I'm right here. Oh, I want to ask for your help. I'm afraid I can't give much, but I've heard you like vintage stuff. She hands you an old CD. You sniff it and then lick it. She used to listen to these songs a lot back in the day, lying on grass and looking up at the starry sky. She thought that if she got older, she would move to a bigger city and have her own house with 2 lovely golden retrievers. Normal stuff, but that was where the future seemed to be bright and full of possibilities. You, dogs? Really now? An offering is an offering. The void of these false memories fills you up inside as you quickly bite your way through the crunchy plastic. Thank you for the meal. Now, what is the burden you desire to be lifted? What? What do you want, woman? Oh, in short, I met a girl. We've been together for a few months and everything's great, really. I like her a lot and she's being very nice and everything, but her family, they don't like me so much. They all have prestigious office jobs, big houses, and a maid to clean their homes. I have less my name than their maid. They probably think I want their daughter's money, but I couldn't care less, really. However, their family is very close-knit, so not being able to invite me along to her family vacation makes us sad too. I don't want to see her sad. I see. Why wouldn't you just ask the god of wealth to dump a pile of gold on you? You're greeted with her bitter smile. To gain gold from Shen, the god of money and trade, you had to pay in gold firsthand. Wow, that somehow makes no sense and way too much sense. The rich get richer, the poor get poorer. Hey miss, not to intrude or anything, but have you thought that maybe it's not actually about money? Maybe your girl's parents do not approve of your relationship because, you know, it's rainbow colored? What does that mean? Gay. It means they're gay. I don't think so. You don't think you're gay? No, I think it's about money, and I'm bi. Ah! Got him! Alright. Bless her, the power of the void. Just give her your advice. I'll give her my advice. Here's your piece of divine wisdom. Yeah? Don't bother. What do you mean, don't bother? Now I'm starting to think I should have just blessed her with the power of the void. Excuse me. Don't bother. If those people dislike you for who you are, it's not your problem. If your girlfriend can stand up for you, ask yourself whether she loves you back as much as you love her. Think about it. I mean, to please her. You came to us a favor from an Eldritch whore, but can't even tell her parents to get over themselves and respect her choice? That's pathetic. Ow, that's harsh. You disagree with me? No, I'm just saying that was harsh. No, you're right. I shouldn't pretend to be someone I'm not. Thank you. Wow, you're getting better at this. I am a god after all. Sure, I brought you more chalky milk, straight from a brown cow. Nice. Weekday routine. I do want to have more insight, but I think once this week is over, I want to start specializing mostly in compassion and insight. I feel like being a compassionate god would probably help me out here. As much as I want to be a thirst trap, for love of God, I want to be the Lord of thirst traps, please. Oh God, all set. Weekend activities. I can't speak with Theo. Damn. I'll post on socials. You post some pictures, mostly selfies. Perhaps counterintuitively, but you get some prestige from it. Week 6. Pizza delivery. Ding, ding, ding. Who's there? You wait for Theodore to open the door, but then remember, he's not home. Whatever. You're an independent adult god, and you can greet your new follower yourself. Hi, your pizza. Greetings, mortal. Oh, what the This creature. Does it look like a human, a deity, a demon, or a chthonic being from within? No, it's something unbeknownst to you completely. Panic and hide, panic and murder it. Grant its wish and hope it'll leave you alone. You take a deep breath. Maybe, just maybe you can reason with it. Offer it something it doesn't have, so it will go away satisfied. Carefully, you approach the creature. What do you wish for? A signature? The order's already paid for. I just need you to confirm delivery. Already paid? It takes something from you without you even being alerted. It must be even more powerful than you imagined. What can I give you to get back what you have taken? I am a god after all. I will grant you more than you've taken. Are you really a god? Does it question your power? You can't help but bare your teeth. Holy! That's right, creature. Take this bargain or leave. Can you make my manager less of a pain in the butt? He always complains about everything. Reluctantly, you touch the creature's shadow, only to learn that, to your surprise, it obeys a human. That human He's always angry and shouting, red in the face. He always wanted to be a detective, but failed in all fitness tests every time, going too fast at the start and overexerting himself before they ended. You don't care to touch the creature itself. This human you're talking about, with the red face and sweaty palms, and the shirt he never washes? That's exactly him! He wanted to be a detective once. He never did anything to achieve his dream and failed, but the pain of the future he never had still lives within him. You can use this knowledge to strike him where it hurts. You think he'll be happy if I base my detective character on him? I kind of want to write a book, so maybe. Was this knowledge useful? Yeah, man, that's like really cool. Here, have your money back. He gives you the box and a crumpled banknote. Is that all? Yes? That's a bit less than a pizza's price, but I don't have more money on me right now. Sorry. You hear footsteps approaching. Hi, thank you for the delivery, but I already paid for the order. Yes, but the god here. Oh, sorry, never asked your name now, did I? Well, he helped me with a word problem and asked for the pizza's cost back. I can afford pizza, thank you. Here's some money back. Hey, it's mine now. I'll just use another note then. Thanks, you're doing pretty cool, you know. No problem, my guy. All right, gotta run. Please order again. So, why do you want my pizza money? Oh, it smells good. Did you want some? You're kind of too embarrassed to answer. Weekday routine. Right. I'm definitely gonna add more into compassion and insight. Wait. I can't lower my stats once they're set. Which kind of makes sense. Oh my god, I'm gonna be behind on everything else if I do this. I guess I should put more into humanities and art and culture next. I feel like that would help me out, but I'm not sure. Oh, frick. Okay, all set. Weekend activities. Post on social media. You post some pictures, mostly selfies. Perhaps counterintuitively, but you get some prestige from it. Week 7. Pet project. The doorbell rings again. Hey, who's there? Oh, it's you. You're doing fine. Good morning. Sorry for showing up uninvited. I'm actually doing great. Sorry about last time. I ran away without a second thought, but then I had some time to get used to not expecting phantom pains anymore, which is a relief, I guess. I couldn't get my arm back anyway, so suffering for nothing would have been completely pointless. My therapist said I'm good. Nothing about me has changed aside from waking up and gasping for air every night. So, thank you, really. Your method might have been unorthodox, but it's the first time a god has cared enough to do something for me. You cast Theodore and I told you so, look. He sighs. We're glad your life has improved. And who might this little princess be? The child peeps out from behind the man's back and fixes you with a curious gaze. Oh, that's my daughter. She actually wanted to ask you for a favor too, if you don't mind. You don't have to entertain her if it's too much of a problem, but she was really insistent on meeting you. Even promised to wash the dishes for a whole month. You're not sure what specifically a child might want from you, though. Oh, here's the offering for your trouble. Now, sweetie, give Mr. God the offering. Here, Your Honor. No, sweetie, Your Honor is your Uncle Steve. He's a judge. Acolyte is a god, not a lawyer. Here, God, not a lawyer. I love her. Oh God, she's so precious. From her devious smile, you can see that the child is just messing with you. It's banana milk, albeit an intense and very sincere offering, even though children's emotions lack a certain kick to it. Okay, little princess, what do you pray for? Jesus? No, me, but I'm a who. What do you want? By the way, is Jesus real? Who? Never mind. I knew it. I want a kitty! A kitty, huh? Oh no, I don't know, should I channel the power of the void? Should I bring a void kitty to life? That would be so funny. Oh, but then again, no. Okay, as funny as a void kitty is, I'm gonna do nothing. It's a parent-child matter. You shake your heads. Little princess, I'm sorry, but I can't grant your wish against your parents' will. Aw, even a teeny tiny kitty? I'm sorry. Why not come back when you're older? No, we're sorry for the trouble. See, sweetie? Even gods can help sometimes. We'll get you a toy kitty, okay? Thank you for your time anyway. He does look kind of relieved though. Maybe it's for the best. Weekday routine. Oh, sweet. Arts and culture and humanities. Yeah. Money keeps getting better. You have a feeling you're going to love banking. Weekend activities. Oh, I'll talk with Theo. Care for a movie? Sure. Some might call it slacking off your duties, but deities should remain close ties to their priest. Week 8. Are you real, Lals? You got a DM. Are you a real god, Lals? Are you going to respond to that? Not directly, no. There's no need to feed the trolls. You're getting really, really good at this. Furries? Today you decide to go for a walk and just interact more with the bigger world. It's mostly been uneventful. Just you absorbing knowledge, observing, and remembering. However, one question continues to pester you on your way back. Theodore? Oh, hi, welcome back. What's up? What's a furry? You patiently wait for him to stop laughing like crazy. So, you look like a cat, right? I've been informed by you multiple times. Well, yeah, anyway, there are some people who are really into it, you know? When you're like partly animal, partly human-like, bipedal, but with fur, hence furries. Where are those people then? Online. So an internet thing. Yeah, a real niche and obscure one. Don't bother. Basically, those people just like the way you looked. Nothing more. One enlightening conversation. Even if it did manifest as a common house pet, it does come with its own benefit. Hey, yo! Weekday routine. Maybe I'll balance out my stats. Why not? All set. Discover social media. All those people follow each other instead of following you. Preposterous. Weekend activities. Talk to... Should I put up a kitty thirst trap? I'm gonna put up a kitty thirst trap. You try to stay updated on every online gossip. After all, what can be cooler and more reliable than a local deity also being aware of some Hollywood celebs controversy? Week 9. Furries. Follow-up. Still intrigued, you end up doing more research about furries. It sours your mood to learn that cats are not the most popular species amongst them. Even dogs rate higher. Speaking about dogs. Oh, that guy. Something's up? I might need to focus more on my divine skills. I just remember an unpleasant former acquaintance. Oh? My connection to the arcane. I meant your acquaintance about whom you speak with such disdain. Death. Please don't threaten me. I meant death, the god of death. Not a fan? He's very annoying. Ew. Weekday routine. Oh. Ha! I can have more powers in the Abyss and the Divine Order. Why not? Why not? I'll have powers in both. They'll be really funny. All set. Then again, you only said the Divine Order. Oh, but what happens if I get more powers in the Abyss? Frick, you know what? Divine Order. Divine Order all the way. Okay, I'll have 1 point in the Abyss, maybe? Yeah. You focus and try to feel exactly what human realm deity means. Weekend activities. Talk with Theo. Care for a movie? Sure. Some might call it slacking off during your duties, but deities should maintain close ties to the priest. Week 10. Online miracles. Hello, chat. Ready for some miracles? Today I'm going to read your minds live. No one is watching your streams yet. A whole hour later, you get a comment. Yes, it's not a scam, and I'm not stalking you. After all, your whole profile is boring and full of misattributed quotes about misery, suffering, and weapons. No mentions whatsoever of your favorite little colorful pony friend's Sunday morning cartoon. Although personally, I find it a much more fun thing to write long rants about. No, I am not a hacker. I am a god. Hey, screw you two! Philosophy. Your lordship? Are you busy? Not particularly, no. Oh, a shiny new mortal. Theodore sighs. You observe the young man accompanying him. Is he still a teenager or already an adult? Sometimes it's hard to tell. Yes, that's my student. I've had the misfortune of mentioning you once, and he's been constantly annoying me about you ever since. Well, you should have brought him here sooner then. I am nothing if not benevolent. He's not even a real god, Professor. Please do not insult my deity like that. How would you like me to insult him then? I'm sorry. Can I eat your annoying child? Please don't. I am right here. Okay. No eating annoying children. And what makes you think I'm not a real god, child? You don't even have a temple. You live on my teacher's couch. So this is what bothers him? You find yourself unable to remain offended. Some deities live in caves or woods or even caverns. What's your problem? Actually, fair point. But you suppose the powers also make no sense. What can you even do as a god of nothing? This is a joke, right? Nothing. The lights flicker and crawl away from you as you infuse the word with your power. Do you believe in me now? That's even worse! Excuse me? What about a free will? Don't your miracles undermine our worth as a species? You're just not gonna be happy regardless of what I do, aren't you? Jesus Christ, just get off the internet. Instead of living on our own volition, we are bound to your whims, and if something goes awry, it only takes a timely sacrifice to the right divinity to magically undo it. It's even kind of amusing. How about resisting temptation to magically solve your problems then? Also, don't confuse me for a vending machine. I can always refuse your sacrifice. On a whim! No, of my own free will. And what if don't? You haven't let me finish. Yeah, no, don't. The thing is, the afterlife is real. Divine morality is real. It doesn't impose on your free will though. You can choose not to believe in deities, refuse their blessings, reject the punishments, embrace nihilism, and fade into nothingness. Aren't you the god of nothingness though? Aren't you making a bad faith argument though? 5 minutes ago, you were questioning the validity of my divinity. Anyway, no, I am not the god of nothingness. I am the god of the void. And what is the void? Do you like chocolate eggs? My little brother does. Cool. So the void is a place where the plastic toys of those chocolate eggs reside, the moment after they're packed and before the capsule is opened. Hey, Prof? Yeah? You are worshipping Slavo Zizek, aren't you? Get out. Oh, come on, Professor. Maybe we could convert this young lost soul. Theodore groans. Not you too. Weekday routine. Alright, I should have more points in Divine Order and Abyss. I gotta have a couple more weeks of that. The fabric of reality also tries really hard to accommodate your powers and what you conceptually mean. Weekend activities. Talk to Theo. Care for a movie? Yeah, sure. Some might call it slacking off your duties, but deities should remain close to their priest. Week 11. Philosophy follow-up. So you're not afraid of summoning eldritch horrors to this world, enjoy your beer too, and are apparently a professor. What do? I teach. Duh. Fair, okay, I teach philosophy. Uh-huh. Fair, most people also have that reaction. Anyway, yeah, I go to a place, bore kids to death with my impeccable speaking skills, and then leave. Once in a while, I have to produce boring derivative article on some old text, and everyone and their Nietzsche obsessed mother has already overanalyzed. Truly, a life only one can dream of. I'm not really sure whether that's a good thing or not. You know, it's funny. What exactly? You were supposed to be an eldritch horror, a mind unreachable and fundamentally inhumane. Kinda like that, yeah. But yet, the first thing you wanted to know about me was my occupation, as if we truly are defined by our labor. You know that I'm neither omnipotent nor omniscient. I'm not your capital G god that judges your objective worth. Only your subjective worth matters to me. Yeah, but I have another theory. Won't share right now though. I need to sleep on it. Also, I didn't ask for your occupation to judge your character. I've been living with you for a while now. I asked because your student kid made me think. I apologize again for whatever he said. He's an edgy one. I've heard from his usual professors that he walked into the databases and relative algebra class and screamed something about blockchain being the only true future and was escorted up. Oh, God, I'm so glad he's not my follower. The stupidest part is that blockchain has nothing to do with database structures. No, it's not about that. He said I'm not a real god because I don't have a temple, so I've decided that we need to erect a temple in my name. Of course, you would be promoted to head priest. And how are we paying for your temple, my lord? I'll think about the specifics later. Weekday routine. Alright, divine order and the abyss, and then I'm free to do whatever I want. You were there before. Of course, you can stay here again. What? Post on social media. They might not be real followers, but they're still yours. Week 12. Spam emails. Dear sir, I've been contacted by the Nigerian National Petroleum Company to contact you for assistance in resolving a matter. Why are you reading spam emails? Why are you reading my spam emails? I was just passing, saw the Nigerian Prince copy pasta, but really, why? They're hilarious and nutritious, they're inspiring. They're hilarious. Gotcha. Do you maybe want to pick up a hobby or two? Anyway, you might be wise, experienced, and live a joyless existence, but this is my first time seeing this Nigerian Prince thing. Don't ruin it for me. Okay, no ruining scam emails from my deity. Got it. Temple research. You sit down and think about your future temple. What do you want from it? What have other gods, goddesses, and horrors unimaginable done for their place of power? Maybe you need to ask around. The skies and the ruins. The closest this realm has to eternity. Heavens. The place where most gods spend their time. What a hack. Ahoy, bucko! You talking to me? You betcha. In the same boat as you here. Me not well respected here. I've been told, me too young and fake for the proper kind anyways, eh? I've been trying to get some kind of acceptance here for what, 20-something human years? But to no avail. First time seeing another non-member though. You open to collaborate? Maybe. More importantly, who are you? Me, the flying spaghetti monster! Wait, where is the flying spaghetti monster? Monster, you say? Are you from the other realm? In a sense, yeah. Me, the monster of Mance, the most, the monster of Mance? Did you know the number of pirates is inversely proportional to the global temperature? And why do you care? No, just a fun fact. Anyway, you said you're too young and fake. Well, I'm definitely real and have outlived many a human. So, what keeps you outside these gates then? You survey the crimson skies. Maybe because I am a real monster. That's why. The Pantheon and its members will be there tomorrow after all. Might be a good idea to pay it more attention. In-law struggles. Follow up. Behold my greatness, mortal! Oh, it's you again. Ready to convert to embrace my church and its teachings? Hi. That's not an answer. Anyway, did the knowledge I bestow upon you help? Kind of. Is your friend home? If you know, I got promoted to head priest of this humble church. Isn't being a friend more important? Depends. Determining one's self through his own labor is capitalist, not to mention ableist. But determining oneself through others is even more so pathetic, even in this economy. Anyway, what help can I offer that my god cannot? Yeah, about this, I have to apologize. Pardon? You were right. It was about us being gay. Bonding using divine knowledge definitely helped, but even so now they don't hate me. They still disapprove of our relationship. And you still care because I love her. Cute. Well, I can make them forget about their scorn towards same-sex attraction if you can manage to bring them here. No, I don't think you will. With all due respect, my lord. I was about to get offended. Okay, what do you think that? Their religious beliefs say that being gay is a grave sin, and I've heard that contradicting divine influences can lead in disaster. They're not the nicest people, but I don't want them to suffer from that, you know? Alright, you have a point. So, what will you ask from your god? In fact, any divine authority can be safely overridden by a stronger deity's authority. But you're not even officially recognized by the Pantheon. You probably don't stand a chance. Right. Divine convictions can be overridden using force, but it can be challenged by people holding them. So I thought that maybe, and I deeply apologize for my sheer audacity beforehand. Oh, damn, it's so improper. Stop mumbling and get to the point. You came here for a specific proposal in mind, so spit it out. With all due respect, my lord, could you pretend to be gay? Excuse me, what? Well, you didn't dismiss me when I first came, so I thought that maybe. I wasn't bothered, and I'm still not. To be honest, I do think language separates your kind from each other more than gender. Can I ask what you mean? Well, our guest here speaks English, and so does her girlfriend's father. If I showed them both a picture of a toy soldier, they instantly recognize it by name. In a sense, their minds are more closely linked than that of her and the girl living above us. She's Chinese, by the way, first-generation immigrant. For her, that toy has no significance whatsoever. Gotcha. You understand that? Yeah, pretty much. Could you please explain that for the layperson in the audience? It's your stupid G.I. Joes. Even if you were never a fan, you probably grew up surrounded by them, so whenever you see one, you remember childhood. Like a boy next door would obsess over them and offer to mow your lawn over summer vacation, just to get their hands on one. Kids in your pre-K class would all argue over having the coolest one, right? Right? Well, your mind is full of those little G.I. Joes. But they're just toys. I grew up in a place where we had neither pre-K nor a weird obsession with mowing the lawn. Most of us used public transport, and high school kids weren't allowed to drive. Honestly, when I learned that people here pay for cooking classes, I thought that meant something advanced like the likes of culinary school, now that fully grown adults still struggle to make simple french fries. Why are you so mad at food? Because... He's like, french fries aren't considered to be an easy recipe for home cooking. Are you reading my mind? No. How did you know then? When you summoned me, you mentioned you were French and that you were sorry for being one. Naturally, it was the first search terms I entered, and I was confused for a good few minutes. I asked myself, why would my first follower claim to be a sliced and deep fried until golden root vegetable? Did you maybe want to try some french fries? Why? You offering me a taste of your soul? I am not a potato! I'm teasing. Cute. What was that? Oh, right, your request, which is you pretending to be gay, and this should help how? You'll see that real gods support same-sex relationships. Why can't you just mention Apollo, huh? His tragic bisexual endeavors are well known enough. And how often does Apollo blesses mere mortals with his presence? We already tried this approach and it didn't do any good. Knowing something and seeing something with your own two eyes are very different things. And how would they, see and stuff? Well, can you publicly go on a date with another man, please? Let me guess, you also want me to appear human, yes? I'll be honest, it's kind of hard to determine your gender because you're basically two cats in a suit. Okay, if I do this, and your girlfriend will recognize me as your one and only deity of worship, you will send me offerings and you will promote me amongst your people. Sure. And whom shall my god date? You, of course. What? I'm gonna date my follower! That is great! You are friends? I am his priest. Yes, you told me, and you find your new priesthood to be more of importance than friendship. But neither of you denied your friendship, and you live together, and you bicker like an old married couple. Is she shipping us? I approve! You're smarter than you look. I am in the middle of a war, after all. Okay, your lordship, do you mind? Do you think publicly dating a mortal will make me look more approachable and humane in the eyes of the general public? Maybe. Then I don't mind. Please dress nicely for a date. Are you going to dress nicely? Of course. I am going to wear human skin after all. Not literally, I hope. Okay, week 13. Week 13. I guess from here I want more divine order and well, I guess I can have more compassion. Yeah, I'll have more compassion then. That sounds like a good idea. Every god needs followers. If no one prays you, you might as well not exist. Weekend activities. Oh, socialize with other gods. Why not? The heavens smell like dog and gods. Not today, you decide. Time to... What do you mean it smells like dogs? Week 13. Pretend date. Well, you weren't kidding about dressing nicely. Also, I must ask, it's not literally someone else's skin, right? I did not skin anyone and wear the skin as a pillowcase. The wind caresses your weirdly naked and oddly singular face. You feel quite serious and solemn. No, I mean, you didn't borrow someone else's facial appearance? Not really, no. This face is as much mine as my last two. I've gathered enough knowledge of the human soul to make mine in my own image. It too reflects who I am. Alright. It's a wacky fanfiction trope. Acknowledging it doesn't change the fact though. You seem pretty upset about dating me. You know, I could get offended. No, it's not that. Do you know what fanfiction is? Fun fraction? What's that? Stories based on pre-existing stories. Take someone else's playground and use it to your heart's content. Ah, so every human secretly wants to be like me. Why? You too want to take someone else's realm and screw with it, no? I only had the most academic of interests at heart. You know, the default position in today's society is that fanfiction is trashy and immature and kinda lame for both the creators and readers too. That's just stupid. Okay. Those people don't care about art theory. They just want to hate on something. If you really apply the theory without the I hate teenage girls bias, the existence of fanfiction is amazing. Oh yeah, I agree on that. Like, come on. At its core, fanfiction is a very postmodern thing, with the intentional derivativeness, spontaneous pluralism, and unapologetic rejection of the idea of a grand and universal meaning. Isn't it cool? I thought you didn't enjoy being in a fanfiction trope as of right now. It feels pretty surreal, but so I felt obligated to invoke meta-awareness. Then I realized that metafiction is still fiction. If you truly are a character in a story, there's no way for you to challenge this fact. Sorry, I'm blabbering. Do you want to hold hands? By the way, you're supposed to blush over it. Can I refuse? I suppose. But we're on a date and under surveillance. Fair enough. You offer Theodore your hand. Human fingers are surprisingly flexible and intertwined naturally. Monkeys with their stupid monkey bodies and lizard brains. Okay, so next step. We need to take a leisurely walk around and enjoy our time together. Publicly, the more affectionate we are, the better. Isn't that right? You promptly walk for a few blocks. How does one feel affection? You can read our minds, can't you tell? I can tell that it's there. I don't really understand where it begins though. One moment there's nothing and then it suddenly exists. I have read stories too, but even the most praised author don't provide an answer. With other emotions, it's more formulaic, I think. You can pinpoint most of them to a single cathartic event. If someone wrongs you, you feel hatred. If someone does something nice for you, you feel gratitude. And of course, human connection to the void is born out of loss. Normally, you humans don't realize you treasure something until you've lost it, because your minds are not equipped to deal with nothingness. So what makes you sometimes aware of love? Theodore suddenly stops and looks at you. A friend of mine once asked me the same, and I have answered that love is when you notice a small and insignificant thing about another person, and those trivial things feel special. But that's not your point of reference. I guess you can interpret love as treasuring someone or something so much that you fear losing them before it actually happens. A lot of people say love is both pleasure and pain. Plus, it is mourning something not yet lost, suffering from the very fact of its finiteness. How can you tell this about myself? Observation mostly? I do live with you. The hand in yours feels warm and soft. We have been circling around this district for hours now. Take me somewhere else. Do you have a specific location in mind? As a matter of fact, I do. Could you show me your favorite places around town? Weekday routine. Nice. Alright, Divine Order, give me... I guess I do want more into STEM, I guess. I'll add more to Humanities next week. While one of your head watches educational videos, the other definitely doesn't look at funny cat compilations. Now you can research other topics. How cool. Divinity can be destroyed, but it can be lost, given up willingly or altered. Weekend activities. Alright, talk to Theo. Care for a movie? Sure. Some might call it slacking off your duties, but deities should remain close to their priests. Week 14. Not having much to do, you decide to meditate and connect to the Abyss. See what others of your kin have to say. The Abyss sends you a message. The message is, lol, kidding? You swear to yourself that not a single living soul can learn. Website. I have decided that... I need a website for my church. What? No show of enthusiasm. It's a lovely idea, but in this economy, do you know how much a software engineer costs? Yeah, I miss my scholarship days. I was paid a boatload just to attend classes, and I lived like a king. Now I live like a moderately wealthy janitor. Fine. You need to figure out how to make imaginary numbers. One day. Kitty, become human. Curious about the aftermath, you check the news. It's only proper for a beginner god to monitor his publicity. Or so you think. 10 deities you didn't know were queer. How dare these mortals put you in number 9? You hiss in displeasure. What's irritated your lordship today? I'm pretty sure I heard someone trying to learn heavy metal vocal techniques, so I wanted to check in with you. You show him the article. Don't worry, a lot of queer teenagers have already decided they want to stand you and be kitty kinnies. Here, they actually made a quiz based on this piece. Which queer god or goddess are you? Exactly. Whom's did you get? Ashamed to tell you, but Apollo. Apparently talking about the Roman Empire often makes one qualify. Isn't he originally Greek? Yes, but the Romans didn't have their own alternative, so they imported Apollo as is. Damn, his love life was a disaster, though. You click on the test. It asks you pointless questions about which song out of the repertoire of musicians you've never heard of is your favorite. I am literally me! You hiss again. Stupid test. Yeah, this sounds pretty unsettling, not gonna lie. I've never known that human vocal cords can produce such a thing. By the way, why aren't you reverting back to your usual attire? I don't know. This one is also me, and it feels pretty comfortable. Touching fabric is also way less unpleasant. For once, I might as well stick with it. It feels right. Probably for some some awful divine order reason. Weekday routine. Alright, I am gonna go with more divine order, and I'm going to go with, maybe more humanities. I do want to understand finance a bit better. First rule of economics, you can't eat paper! Well, you can, but humans generally can't. It's possible for new gods to appear here and there, that is, if new niche concepts call for them. Weekend activities. Maybe I'll post on social media. Hi chat, I'm not an idol. I'm a god, okay? They respond with a praying emoji. Nice of them. Thank you for your donations to the Church of Acolyte. Please attend our weekly digital services led by yours truly. I'm blessing all of your Doritos and Kermit merch remotely. How many Kermit merches exist in out there? What? The Frog Prince. The door rings today. It's been an uneventful month, so you hope it's a new follower. Hello, I'm here to pray. Wow, jackpot. Go on, I'm listening. Oh, I thought you were rather monster-like. Don't assume things about thy deities. She looks kinda scared, so immediately backed out. And here I thought it will make me look more approachable. So, how can this singular, humble Eldritch god help you today? You observed the frog in her hands. My head priest is French. He might enjoy the meat, but I would ask you to refrain from such offerings next time. Oh, no. That's not an offering. It's my axe. Here, that's the offering. Her actual offering appears to be a piece of fabric. Upon closer examination, you identify it as a preschooler-sized white dress. It tastes bitter and low-key spoiled. She wanted to be a fairy once, because of course, but then... Blech. Is it bad? I'm sorry, I've heard you like sentimental pieces. Yes, I do. Yours is soiled with bad associations. What happened? Did a fairy steal your firstborn? Kind of. So, is this an insufficient offering? You sigh. I would prefer something else. For example, that acrylic charm attached to your phone case. Actually, give me that case as well. It's a limited edition! You came here to ask for divine miracles, yet you can't spare a trinket. I'm generous, but I'm not cheap, you know. Right. Reluctantly, she gives you what you'd asked for. Ah, yes. Much better. The memories of a first convention are bubbly and fizzy. Most notably joyous. They shine bright, like the twin charms purchased with the sole intent of being exchanged. A ritual of sorts. She and her best friends are dressed in impractical costumes of fictional space, blood-sacrificing, emperor-worshipping troops. So, what's your request? I'm sorry for trying to trick you. You see, I do have a grudge against fairies now. It was cheap for me trying to give you that dress as an offering. I know. And? I always wanted to be blessed by a fairy when I was a little girl. I refused to join any church and declared my allegiance to the fairies. But no one showed up, right? It was until I met my boyfriend. Well, my ex-boyfriend, I guess. And here I was, under the impression that your kind doesn't approve our relationships with non-sentient species. No, that's not a frog! You see, we started dating, in high school. It was my first relationship, and every girl I knew told me men are trouble. that I should keep an eye on my future beau. Not allow him to go fishing without supervision, and that his sports friends are going to suck. Stuff like that. Not sure I'm following, but go on. Well, I thought it was normal, not to feel much about the boy. So when Dave confessed to me, I agreed. Like, I didn't have any butterflies, but he was nice enough. My parents liked him fine, but he never made mean jokes about me or my friends. We moved together to another city, started and finished college, planned to marry and stuff. He never complained when I asked him not to go to any parties without me, and I thought we were doing fine without any magical intervention or help. We were doing fine. Until a month ago, I found out he was liking other girls' online photos, chatting with them, watching movies together, online. Is that an issue? I don't know anymore. I got pretty pissed, like, everyone told me it was unacceptable, so I shouted at him and everything, even broke some tableware. And then, for the first time, fairy godmother made her entrance. Told me I was perfectly fine in life, so she never felt the need to interfere. Said if my Prince Charming was acting unprincely towards me, it was a job for her. Cursed him into a frog. And what's the condition? Every curse has a lifting condition. The true love's kiss, of course. Makes sense? Right. So it didn't work. As you can see, no, it didn't. Semantics, probably. But should the love be mutual, or I don't know. I don't know whether he loved me or if I was just convenient. And why do you care? He's not your prince. The charm didn't work. Well, some other princess will lift the curse in your stead. I don't know. Maybe he deserved it, but will it be okay? Even if he cheated on me, I still don't want him to be eaten by a French friend or something. He likes his priest status more than his friend status. But your froggy axe will be fine. The fairy was a servant of the goddess of marriage, and the curse is not meant to kill, frankly. There are easier ways to murder a mortal man than with elaborate spell work. A gun will work just as fine. His crime and marriage and order terms was infidelity, and his punishment is meant to make him atone for his sins, so you can safely let him go, and the rest is on him. Alright, if you say so. Why didn't the fairy tell me about it? You mortals really love making a mess out of your relationships, so she was probably overworked. He can go and earn his redemption. Okay, thank you. Weekday. Alright, more divine order and some insight, please. Hell yeah. The Pantheon is technically just an umbrella term for all gods of the human realm. If you qualify, you are part of the Pantheon. It's also the name of their little social club, and some deities are just not welcome there. Weekend. Let's socialize with other gods. Shouldn't you be my subordinate? The barely clothed goddess asks you. The goddess of love, surrounded by flower petals and... Are those swords? You inquire about the swords. She tells you not to dig into a shameful past. Week 16. Acquired taste. As you adjust to your lack of fur, more limited vision, and other side effects of presenting as human-like, you discover many positive effects too. Pizza apparently does taste nice, even when it's not an offering. A perfectly thin and crispy crust, baked to golden perfection. Its edges are kissed with a delightful char that adds a hint of smokiness to every bite. Atop this canvas of culinary delight, a rich tapestry of flavors awaits. A generous layer of velvety tomato sauce, crafted from vine-ripened tomatoes and secret herbs, form the base and offers a burst of vibrant, tangy freshness. Next, a lavish blanket of the finest mozzarella cheese, carefully hand-pulled to achieve that perfectly melt-in-your-mouth consistency, cascades over the sauce and creates a luscious harmony. Yes, perfection. I can't help but feel disappointed. I am not eating calf brains and red wine sauce ever again. Weekday routine. Alright, more divine order, and maybe... Should I have... You know what? I'm gonna have one in arts and cultures. That sounds neat. Gods from nature are deities who were there before humanity, like the sun or the thunder or Mother Earth. Weekend. Talk to Theodore. Care for a movie? Sure. Some of my colleagues like it off, but a deity should remain close with their priests. Week 17. The real thing. A red can in the kitchen catches your attention. You make a mental note of that. Nowadays, treasure chests are called fridges. Kidding. You're more intelligent than that. Hey, Theo. Yes, your lordship? Is Santa Claus a god? The fair mother kind of is, I guess? So I'm not too sure anymore. Pretend date, follow-up. I have good news, by the way. What's that? Death died? No, remember the girl with homophobic in-laws? Of course. After all, that pretend date was kind of fun. Theo brought you to the shore, introduced you to the local fish market. He was surprised his favorite place just became his favorite a few days ago. Well, you were surprised he had a favorite place there and didn't yearn for his home country somewhere far away. Anyway, she sent a message. Her girlfriend is also grateful and sent offerings. Neat. What about the parents? Oh, they're having a crisis of faith. A thrifting obsessed catboy is a better god to his followers than Big J. Makes you think. Well, glad it worked out. Yeah, same. Hey, what about you say to just chill today? Maybe a movie and popcorn? Oh, I brought you more milk. Weekday routine. Why did the music change? Should I be concerned? I'm gonna put one into divine order this time. Oh god, I don't know if I should be afraid. Majority of the pantheon is gods from thought. Concepts first worshipped, then manifested. Before the first painting, there was no god of art. Weekend activities. Talk to Theo. Care for a movie? Sure. Some might call it slacking off, but a deity should remain close with their priests. Week 18. Temple research. Follow-up. Remember you wanted to move to a temple? Something like that, yes. Good news, we're moving in 4 weeks. And the bad news? My landlord is selling the place, so we're either moving or starving out on the streets. Can we improve your landlord's mood, mayhaps? No, it's not a person, it's a company, and those don't have souls. Anyway, could you please contribute to the deposit of the next place? I'm afraid that otherwise I would need to temporarily move back to my parents' place, and it's super uncomfy. You sigh. How old are you again? Who allowed you to teach? I'm just an associate professor. You can be one right after grad school. It's not like there's a high demand for philosophy experts out there. But no, really, how old are you? What's your favorite color? If you had a superpower, what would it be? Yeah, I'm 27. My favorite color is hot pink. My superpower is to recognize a 100 perfect first date questions list on the spot. There are 2 truths and 1 lie. I'll get you a Barbie. Weekday routine. Oh, God. Maybe I should put more into humanity so I know what to do. Everything has value, except for things that don't. At some point, every culture had its own patron god of war. For example, when worlds collided, those deities realized there were always one, only with different names. Weekend activities. Post on social media? Yeah. Sometimes you can't believe it works, but it does. Week 19. Money, 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 nom nom nom. You lie down on a couch and think about your future temple. Golden statues? Yes. Powerful air conditioners? An Italian chef? Even more couches. Fine. I need to search for some money. Money, money, money. Let's see. What are your options? Get into streaming. I mean, I feel like that's probably a better idea than bank robberies. Get into streaming. Well, you've been doing alright with digital followers recently. They can't offer real sacrifices anyway, so you might as well start accepting donations. Though you still wonder why streaming is a thing in the first place. What is the fun of watching other people do what you like? But you do need funds. I personally find it rather distasteful. Look who's trying to reach you. Jealous much? Ah, screw off, Cthulhu! You are an Eldritch horror, not a hustler. Say someone who's always dreaming. You need antidepressants, maybe. You bring shame to all of us. You roll your eyes and disconnect from the abyss. Weekday routine. Right, I should probably put more stock into... Maybe some into soul navigation? I don't know. Yeah, probably. They were the oldest, but they weren't awakened for a long time. Gods from cosmos, time and space. Weekend activities. Post on social media. Oh, they have a donation button. And one more donation button, plus a regular subscription. You can get both prestige and prosperity points from being angry at Japanese cartoons. I'm getting mad at anime, ya yeet. Academic integrity. Hey, Your Majesty? Well, look who's here. The best face of proud anti-clerical youth. Did you change your mind, young man? Can I ask for a favor even if I am theoretically opposed to divine rule? Sure. I'm willing to hear you out. Really? I didn't say I would help, but at least you can try to entertain me. What do you want? He gives you a sheepish smile. Can you tell me what Professor Anzio likes? Does this annoying brat have something for your priest? And why do you want to know that? Do you mind sharing, you ask yourself. More importantly, what do you even know about Theodore? I'm failing his class. At this point, I would appreciate any help and employ any measures. That answers your question, and something inside your chest loosens up. Share your knowledge, dive deeper with the power of the void. Bless him with the power of the undead. I think sharing my knowledge is a better idea. He likes fruity beer, retro video games, and his hometown. Callie? The goddess of doom? No, the state of party people. I thought he's from there. France. He's from France. You can't help but laugh. I don't know how this knowledge will help you in the classroom, but I've shared what I could. Yeah, thanks, I guess. With that, he leaves. You shrug. Hey, I've seen my kid on the way here. What do you want? I have no idea. Oh, he didn't come here? Maybe it's just a coincidence then. No, he did. I sent him off. Ah, gotcha. Weekday routine. I don't know how to feel about the fact that the music's changed. Like, should I be freaked out about that? I think I might need to be freaked out about that. I'm gonna add more points to compassion this time, though. Even though they're called demons, technically those evil beings are two gods. Gods from sin. Weekend activities. I need to focus on social media this time. They have a donation button and one more donation button plus a regular subscription. You can get both prestige and prosperity points for being angry at Japanese cartoons. Week 21. Website follow-up. Once you set up your streaming equipment, you remember that idea of having a website. How naive you have been. Despite the endless nature of the internet, most people frequent only big platforms. Disconnected indie web is hard to find, like islands far away from the shore. Everyone naturally caters towards the continent, trading independence for connection. Lyrics aside, a streaming platform is enough. Weekday routine. Alright. Maybe one in STEM as well, so I know what I'm doing. Like, I feel like that's a good idea. Wait, what if I put it into arts and culture instead? Yeah, they'll do it. Of course, there are gods from flesh, ascended mortals. Weekend activities. Oh, God. Oh, wait. I have no idea what to do now. Oh, God. Talk with Theo. Care for a movie? Sure. Some might call it slack you off, but deities should remain close to their priest. Week 22. The Frog Prince follow-up. That girl, the Frog Princess, sent you a message. She says she found her true self and now lives happily in a kinky polycule. The fairy godmother must be ecstatic. The fairy godmother is into kinky polycules. Nice. Weekday routine. The divine order and maybe something to insight? To STEM. Yeah. Wow. They did that to an atom? Barely anyone remembers it now, but the main purpose of the Pantheon was to unite against the demons, to cast aside differences in the face of an existential threat. Both the heavens and the hell are subrealms of the human realm, parts of the whole and an interconnected set. Weekend activities, post on social media. Now they have a dono and another dono, plus a regular subscription. You can get both prestige and prosperity points from being angry at Japanese cartoons. Week 23, Director's Cut. At last, a new follower knocks down your door. Whoever they are, they reek of the void. Good evening. Please, come in. What brings you here? My name is Zakia S. I came here to pray. If you didn't know any better, you would have said she came here not to pray, but to fight. Easy, easy there. By all means, go ahead. I hope you keep our conversation strictly confidential. If that's okay, I would like to proceed. Are you some kind of political figure? You don't know who I am. Baffling, isn't it? Do you know who I am? My assistant spoke to yours and scheduled a meeting. I've been told that you're a god specializing in pop culture. Just what exactly did Theodore tell them? You send a very curious glance behind you. The glance jumps around and sneaks inside the apartment, searching for its target. I have told them to come whenever and bring some nostalgic personal piece as an offering. Didn't really do any background checks though. Please don't distract me. I have midterm papers to grade, thank you. He doesn't come out of his room, but through the telepathic connection, you hear him loud and clear. And you still don't know who this lady is. I am not a god of pop culture, so I'd say we're even. What? How can you even help me then? Try me. Now, what is your request and your offering? I am a filmmaker. Here's my offering. The woman gives you an old worn-out comic book and winces at the sight. You swallowing it. Oh, I'm eating the goddamn comic book. What? She used to love these stories once. Tales of epic adventures and impeccable heroes. This love was a constant in her life, a big part of her identity. This love shaped her work, her professional journey, and her personal life, up until the moment she took a look around herself. The realization this love had left her long, long ago. She was left behind with nothing but a thin copper thread of resentment. I came to seek divine inspiration. Just curious, but why didn't you ask the patron deity of arts for this? I've been told his blessings are for real artists. Superhero blockbusters don't count, but only indie darlings or pretentious art house. Fair. No, it isn't. You challenge the authority of the literal god of art. Yes, he is mistaken. Don't bother, I don't really care. Now, what do you struggle with? I have a contract and a deadline, and no idea what to do. Every idea I toy around with just sounds pointless and dull. Nothing is worth writing about. Nothing is a perfectly fine thing to eulogize in thy craft. Kidding. Brute force with divine powers of the undead. What do you mean brute force with divine powers of the undead? Wait, are you telling me I chose the wrong stats? Apparently, I needed to raise like either my compassion or my arts and humanities up to like level 50, which I don't have. So I'm going to brute force with divine powers of the undead. Life is life, and human and living beings are prone to exhaustion and other unfortunate limitations. It is not that she is unable to create. Rather, she feels trapped by her own previous success, too afraid to disappoint. It paralyzes her. It's a curse of every successful franchise. Hype up the continuation for long enough and it will never deliver. It will always be not good enough. That's life. And you happen to have a solution. Give me your hands. You focus and pass a tiny part of your gift to her. The ability to reach for pleasure that is stronger than life itself. Here you go. Let me know how it works, okay? Never tried to share before. Weekday. Great. I'm gonna raise divine order further. Maybe, oh god, maybe I should like continue to raise compassion. I don't know. Oh, but I love balancing my stats. Frick. No. Inside, frick. Demigods exist as a temporary state of a mortal completing trials for their ascension. Weekend activities. Also on social media. Now you have a dono button and another dono button and regular subscription. You can get prestige and prosperity points for being angry at Japanese cartoons. Week 24. Rent a sacred place. Here. What's this? Money. Coins? Really? It just fascinates me how you people value abstract numbers recorded somewhere more than physical precious metals nowadays. So I went to a bank and asked them to withdraw my funds in coins. Why? For fun. You force your god to work and hustle. I deserve some payback. It was so petty. It's adorable going full circle back to respectable. You probably ignore this statement. Anyway, since you're paying for the new place, it's only fitting that you can choose the design. Do you like any of these? Can I manifest my temple there? I have an image in mind. Why didn't you tell me earlier? I mean, it's your place. I didn't want to impose. Weekday routine. Did I do it? Did I manage to get my temple up and running? No idea. Soul navigation up, thank you. It is possible for deity to change should the perception of them by the mortals change. Weekend activities. Yeah, I might as well chill with Theodore. Care for a movie? Sure, some might call it slacking up, but a deity should maintain close ties to their priest. Week 25. Temple acquisition. My temple is full of cats! Finally, it's time to see a proper temple. The headquarters of your church, the sacred place in your name, rented or not. You feel fuller somehow, more material, or accepted to this realm. It's both rewarding and humiliating sensation of the divine order itself patting you on the head and commanding you for following the rules. Do you mind? Wait, what? I don't mind. The abyss sends a sense of visceral disgust. What? What do you mean? What do you mean? Am I not supposed to? The abyss sends a sense of visceral disgust in return. Rude, you think? It's not this bad. Weekday routine. Right. Divine Order and maybe more of the Abyss. Yeah. Maybe. Yeah, you know what? I want to balance it out. Yes. There's a multitude of realms, a vast infinity. If it was possible for humanity to appear once, it should be possible to happen again. Weekend activities. Socialize with other gods. You interact with a couple of minor deities. It does raise your reputation amongst the pantheon. Week 26. Room tour. Of course this new place is so cool. It deserves a separate video. What clickbaity title can you add? It needs a lot of careful thought, so how about, hey mortals, come pray me cool nya? Some things just work. Dragon slaying? So, base of operation secured. What's the next plan? Installing a sacrificial altar? Stocking lambs in the basement? Scouting for lost artifacts? Slaying fearsome dragons? Do you really want to hunt overgrown lizards as much? Fire-breathing and badass winged overgrown lizards with the longest lifespan amongst mortal beings, if you please. Endangered species on the brink of extinction. Why are you ruining this for me? Surely you must have some ancient treasures associated with you. What do you remember about the times you last walked this realm? Nothing. Your mind's eye offers no help, even as the flickering sense of something forgotten lingers somewhere close. Weekday routine. Alright, more divine order and maybe more compassion. I want to be a compassionate god. Time and space protect the realm from alternate universes, so even gods can time travel. Weekend activities. Post on social media? Wait, talk to Theo. Care for a movie? Sure, some might call it slacking off, but a deity should remain close to their priest. Week 27. Separation. Let us in. You wake up from a cozy afternoon nap because the someone is being too loud. Let us through the gate. The abyss is calling for you. A paw of the hole, a void inside the ultimate emptiness. Why do you call my name, priest of the old ones? What the hell are you saying? I refuse. What are you even saying? Try me. The call of the abyss gets cut off from the inside. Damn. With some kind of hysterical laughter, you realize you relate to humans. Well, not all humans, but most humans, as you too have awful relatives. How does one even prepare for an unpleasant call or even worse, an unwanted visit from a terrible relative? At least humans can technically go full no contact. You, unfortunately, cannot. Eldritch blood in your veins in a connection, and it is slightly more potent than societal obligations. Well, if Cousin Dearest is showing up as a generous host, it is your duty to offer a warm welcome. Weekday routine. Right, I'm gonna go with divine order and more passion. More passion. All deities are personifications of concepts. It must be repeated again, fully grasping the magnitude of this fact. Personification itself is a thought. And concepts don't need to be real, whatever definition of real there is. There are gods from thought experiments. Weekend activities. Socialize with other gods. You interact with a couple minor deities. It does raise your reputation amongst the pantheon. Week 28. Eldritch intervention. All of my blood and my name. Extensions of my thought. Answer my call. I can't decide whether I'm sad because we've just bought this carpet or if I'm excited because you did establish a sacrificial altar. What's the occasion? And why are you non-human again? Because. Because we are probably screwed. Uh-huh. Cthulhu called. He's envious and pretty pissed I get to walk under these stars while he and his masters are stuck in the abyss. The great old ones? Yes. You're aware that they find the human realm to be their rightful home, yeah? When I summoned you, you said eldritch horrors are alien to this realm and that you are forced to mend into a human deity. Well, I was alone and disoriented. The divine order forced its rule down my throat before I even had a chance to react. If the great old ones make their great old entrance in full swing, the divine order could break down and this realm could be changed forever. Men to their own desires. That means eradication of humanity, by the way. We are probably screwed. Did some wild, unaliving cult summon Cthulhu? No, would have been worse. For humanity. A little bit better for my consciousness, though. Did you summon Cthulhu? Not purposefully. Not yet. That doesn't sound reassuring. This tense seriousness is killing you. Don't worry. I will happily die protecting you and your kind. You wipe a metaphorical tear. Do you believe in me? I didn't summon Cthulhu. I am, however, an eldritch horror native to the abyss. Ever so slight, I am still a tear in the fabric of reality. Cthulhu is a messenger of the great old ones, a scout of sorts. Hypothetically, he can follow me here. But he wouldn't have to appear alone and break the gap further for the others to pass through. If I managed to defeat him, it would render him inactive for a while, and win time for reality to heal itself. If you manage to defeat him, and what if you won't? Then you are probably screwed. Kidding. I'm not planning to lose. Honestly, your doubt is disheartening. I didn't mean it like that. Just believe in me, okay? Not in a sappy sense. Your belief makes me stronger. Quite literally. You're a lying liar who lies. But even severing your bond now and returning to the abyss won't help. The damage is already done. You can only hope to win. You and your army of minions. Weekday routine. Divine order. And, I guess one more in compassion. I want to be a compassionate god. What is the divine order but a collective consciousness of all sentience? Weekend activities. Oh, summon minions. Yeah. You have successfully summoned some minions. Week 29. It's not easy to pay attention to other matters when you have an ominously ticking sense of impending doom as a background process. As wise humans with stellar mental health say, even if you have a very important deadline, you shouldn't forget to eat, sleep, and take regular showers. So as you prepare, life goes on. Director's cut. Follow-up. A new weapon of mass destruction. Famous film director releases a movie so good we can't stop watching. Literally. Please. What have I done? And other interesting news. You infinite jested superhero movies. Maybe. Please revoke it before humanity goes extinct. Week 30. Monster Hunter. The doors are blasted open, which is fine. Cthulhu wouldn't enter by normal means, and everyone else is not in the priority list right now. Oh yeah, and gods of this realm also don't bother to enter through doors like civilized beings. Hi, kinda busy here. Be quick or consider rescheduling if not important. A person with a giant gold-crested shaped shotgun points the said shotgun at you. Oh, come on, was I really that rude? I apologize, but I have a lot on my plate right now. I've been told this is a demon lair. I've come to fight and free this place from their unholy presence. You have been lied to. I'm no demon. Something a demon would say. He said, she said, hearsay can't be used as primary evidence, so by presumption of innocence, I win. Is that all? No! You sigh. Normally we'd consider a fun debate, plus a possibility of conversion and recruitment is always welcome. But you are really, really worried about other things at the moment. Preventing the apocalypse, namely. Theodore! Hey! Hey, Theo! Coming. What's up? Please argue on my behalf. This fine hunter thinks I'm a demon. Okay, what are we arguing for? He looks at the guests, examining their weaponry. Whether the proper side of the cross is either 2 or 3 fingers touching? My patron deity is Basilica Solus. Why the cross-shaped pea shooter then? Balance? But your aura doesn't feel benevolent. Is this a trick? Theo, please. Alright. Hey, demon or not, acolyte wouldn't attack you first. Can we put our weapons away for a second and talk? Why shouldn't I attack? Let's see. Hard question, really. You really came here with a predisposition that here be demons, enemies of mankind, but can you take a deep breath and set this belief aside for a second, alright? What if there are mind-altering smokes in the air? Okay, don't breathe. Focus on me. Run diagnostic tests, if you like. Now, do I happen to be possessed? The wannabe demon slayer silently reaches for his pockets. From there, they extract a bottle of water and immediately splashes said water all over Theodore's face. If you are a decent person, you will pay for my laundry. This doesn't provide distinctive proof. You might be half demon. I'm just a mortal being, and you are overcomplicating things because you don't want to be wrong. Give me the damn bottle. You're not getting it back. And when Theodore reaches out to the hunter, their fingers brush against each other. Something shifts in the air. This is a classic calling for Occam's razor problem, though. Have you ever heard anything about half demons being immune to holy water? As a matter of fact, I have. I've fought some myself, but you are not a demon. I can see that. I mean, I'm glad to hear that, but what changed your mind if not water then? 2 things. First, most demons despise civilization and will not engage in philosophy. Who knows, maybe I'm a special evolved half-demon who learned to hide his obvious weakness. Yes, plausible. I'll leave the second for you to figure out yourself. Peace. Rude! Monster Hunter. The doors blast open, which is fine. Cthulhu wouldn't enter by any normal means, and everyone else is not on a priority list right now. Oh yeah, gods of this realm don't bother to enter through the doors like civilized being. Kinda busy here, be quick or consider rescheduling if not urgent. A person with a giant gold-crested shotgun points to say shotgun you. Is this the same thing as before? Week 31. Did you just punch out Cthulhu? I am not reading that. Cthulhu's disgusting tentacles rip through the fabric of reality, and in your ears there's a cry, the divine order pleading you for protection. Ah, how long I have dreamed of this exact moment. Alright, civilians are to leave the perimeter. Justin Bellow and so on. Here comes the man of the hour, my second least favorite relative. The deep seas had soldiers, amorphous, pulsating creatures of no concise form and shape, semi-sentient and shrieking. Shoggoths. Under the command of Cthulhu, they too grow tentacles, oozing with the secret of their color, unlike any seen on Earth. The Shoggoths are not sapient, in any sense. They are like animals who can be tamed and trained, like warrior horses or hunting falcons. Unlike horses and falcons, they are symbiotic beings. They need a master to have a form. Your Shoggoths just so happen to adopt the shape of a common house cat. Through the wound of reality, Cthulhu emerges in all of his slimy, i.e. unthinkably alien glory. For natural inhabitants of the human realm, it must hurt just to look at him. Traitorous fool. How dare you disobey the will of outer gods? You feel an oncoming headache. How ironic it is, being rejected by both the divine order and the abyss. Screw them both. Let me demonstrate how. From where you draw your strength. Oh, the god of... What? The god of what? Oh, okay, from the knowledge of the divine. Godlike abomination, your cousin dearest might be. He stepped foot in this realm. The divine order fights him too. And what he represents here. The impossible, the unknowable, an existential threat. What can you do in the face of a greater horror? The one who was there when time and space did not yet exist. The undeath won't save you against the ones who do not know neither death nor drive. The void is uncaring. The void is uncaring nothingness, of which they too came from. The tentacles rush forward, writhing in discordance. They curl around you, squashing and crushing. This is only the beginning of your punishment, and the abyss welcomes you back, promising nothing but pain for the rest of time beyond time. What do you mean game over? Apparently it's also important to take naps to actually grow your power. I'm at the point where like the guy actually brings his daughter over, so I'm going to offer to be her kitty. What did Theodore tell you once? Alright, that you're a fake cat. Hey, little princess, can I be your kitty? My best follower once said I am quite the cat. You can definitely see Theodore choke on laughter. You aren't pretty big for a cat. Do your best to ignore the 2 grown men dying in the background. I'm like 2 cats, see? I have 2 heads. Isn't it better than just 1? I guess so. Yeah. Can I take you home and feed you milk? Fake cat. Shut up. Don't swear in front of a child. Fake cat. No, I'm afraid I have to stay here. A lot of things to do. Oh no, now she looks sad. You can visit me when you have some free time. Unlike real cats, I do happen to enjoy milk. Your father will allow you to visit, right? If you promise no miracles before consulting me or her mother, then sure. Your doubt wounds me so. I'll leave offerings for every non-miracle visit. Deal. So little princess, will you accept this one as your kitty? Okay, but only if you let me scratch your ears. So you kneel down and let the child pet your ears. The things we do for followers, you think? Weekday routine. Alright, I'm just gonna skip ahead. Pet project. Follow-up. Hi, Mr. God Kitty! Aw, hello to you, little princess. Not you, the kitty! Ah, that hurts. Now. Don't be rude to my priest, okay? Do you want to play? Yes! Theodore, how do real cats play? And that's how you spend the rest of the day, running after a stick with a pink feather on it. That is so adorable, frick. Also, just as a bit of an update, it's week 12 now, and I'm basically putting most of my steps in like divine order, compassion, because I know that I'm gonna need that. I'm not sure what else I'm probably gonna need. I'll update you guys in a bit. Like, we'll see how it goes. All right, so now I can give mental health advice to this woman, considering I've got a lot of compassion now. So give mental health advice. Now, I'm not an artist, but every deity is, in a sense, a creator, a content maker. And as a more experienced colleague, I can give you a piece of my elderly wisdom. I've been in this field since 2004. I've existed before you were even born, so shut up and listen to me. Technically, you're not even lying. You've been in this realm before and then got banished, but that's irrelevant. Alright, you listening? Paying attention? Good. Nothing feels genius when you are in the middle of creating it. It always just feels weird, empty, and surreal, especially at the start of the journey. It has always been this way. You just don't remember it. Because when you do have a finished piece, it suddenly falls into place. It suddenly has meaning, as if it's been there all along. Only you can judge the value and quality of your work. But before you're done, you're toying with nothingness, weaving meanings out of it. Of course, if you dip your hands into the abyss, it's going to stain you. How do I deal with it then? You keep pushing forward. It'll be worth it in the end. Weekday routine. Well, we're skipping ahead again. Separation. Let us in. You wake up from your cozy afternoon nap because a certain someone is being too loud. Let us through the gate. It's not my office hours. Perish. Are you siding with this realm? Fool. You are one of us. Once you return, the great old ones will not tolerate that. Maybe I won't return then. This realm made you stupid and weak. You will return to us and your audacity won't be forgotten. Okay, Daddy-o will slap me. Leave me alone, Cthulhu. Or what? I will bluff. I will tell Haster you're pestering me. You won't. Oh, I will. The call of the abyss gets cut off from the other side? Damn. With some kind of hysterical laughter, you realize you relate to humans. Well, not all humans, but most humans. As you too have awful relatives. How does one even prepare for an unpleasant call, or even worse, an unwanted visit from a butthole relative? At least humans can technically go full no contact. You, unfortunately, cannot. Eldritch blood in your vein is a connection, and it is slightly more potent than societal obligations. Well, if Cousin Dearest is showing up, as a generous host, it is your duty to offer a warm welcome. Weekday routine. Right. By the way, here are my stats. I'm basically maxing out like compassion and like the divine order for some reason. I don't know why. But wait, no. The divine order is specifically to like slay Cthulhu. I'm not sure if the abyss will help, but yeah, we'll see how it goes. Director's cut. Follow up. I like your new place. It will look great on camera. Thank you. That's not a compliment. Don't be so harsh on yourself. Not the best compliment, sure, but I still count it as one. Please, it's an observation. I've been thinking about what you told me, and I would like to try a new thing. A documentary piece about you and your church. What would you say? I agree. Perfect. Thank you. Now, what do you think I should focus on? Miracle of my church, pure, unadulterated hype, promotion of quality, accessible education. I'm gonna go with that. Are you planning to go political? I'm the sole ruler of my domain. Why would I want to compromise my unlimited power for the temporary, very limited power of office? Of course I don't want that, but you people need to be taught safety protocols and engage with arcane matters. In school, I want to shove messing with the divine 101 right in between English Lit and pre-calculus. Week 30. Monster Hunter. And we already know what happens here, so I'm just gonna skip ahead and call the knowledge of divine skip. Godlike abominations. Your cousin Dearest might be. He stepped foot in this realm. The divine order fights him too. And what he represents here, the superposition of fear, the fear of deep seas, both primordial and contemporary at the same time. Only the human mind can truly fear the deep sea, not for what it knows, but for what it doesn't know. For the darkness of unexplored depths, what horrors could linger there, cold and uncaring. The tentacles rush forward, writhing in discordance. You block the attack with your arms, covered in bone and filled with drive. For your claws are made to pierce through anything in pursuit of the impossible. What is stronger than fear of the unknown? The will of the sapiens. Let there be horrors unlike any humanity has faced before. They can be deciphered and conquered. As the god of the human realm, you know that the spark of sapience can overcome any fear in the pursuit of the stars. As long as a single sapient being keeps craving for enlightenment, you will be there, lending a blessing to help them reach for what lies beyond. And the grotesque swollen flesh of an eldritch abomination turns to ashes under your blow. This is not the end. Of course it isn't, but when you return, I will still be here to send you back to the abyss. You mongrel. And with that, he vanishes. Weekday routine. Oh, sweet! Week 32! Nice! Let's see. I want to have maybe more into insight. That could be helpful. Weekend activities. I think that might be a good idea to save here as well. I'm gonna talk with Theo. Care for a movie? Sure. Some might call it slacking off on your duties, but deity should remain close with their priest. Week 32. Do X. Now you understand it. You are in fact a god. An eldritch god now. An actual human god. The divine order recognized you fully as its own. Or had you recognized it? It's a little difficult to explain. Well, that was epic, huh? I believe epic doesn't fully encompass the gravitas of the event. Fair. No words in any of our human languages can fully grasp it. By the way, is Cthulhu really a cousin? Yeah, and the damn Yog-Sothoth is technically my father. Which reminds me, why did you try to summon him? Because, you know what, I can't explain it. I'm not a doomsday cult wannabe, so of course, it doesn't make sense for me to summon the apocalypse on top of my head, right? But I just knew I had to do something. As if it was a matter of objective truth. I see. So when you answered my call, I just rolled with it. Weekday routine. Well, I could bring humanities up to 50, but I'll be honest here, I don't know like how the rest of this game is gonna go. So for now, I'm just gonna raise like insight a bit more. All set. Weekend activities. I don't need to find anything else after this, right? Yeah, I'll talk with Theo. Care for a movie? Sure. Some might call it slacking off, but a deity should remain close to their priest. Week 33. Celebrations. I have an idea. Go ahead. Well, he just defeated Cthulhu and possibly saved the world. It calls for celebration. It was just a family squabble. Why would anyone want to celebrate? Because your followers care about you. Plus, they haven't seen this awesome new temple, and besides, he winks at you. It feels nice to worship a cool, badass god and not a shut-in nerd living in a tiny apartment with a liberal arts graduate. Works well for a publicity stunt as a team-building exercise and raises morale amongst your flock. What do you say? Nah, I doubt anyone would show up. Well, we'll see about that. Weekday routine. More into insight, I suppose. I don't know. Weekend activities. Posts on social media. You have a dono button. You get prestige and prosperity. Week 34. Celebrations. Follow up. Hi, thank you for coming. Please take your shoes off. Why? Because in civilized places, we do not wear shoes at home. Here, to the table. And that's how the victory celebration ends up as a kind of family dinner. Or a restaurant brunch run by a chef. Limited seats, only one table, and experimental cuisine. Not something you imagine at a big religious event, but still nice in its own way. Weekday routine. Oh, I'm back here. More insight, please. Weekend activities. Maybe I'll socialize with other gods. Interact with a couple of minor deities. It raises your reputation amongst the pantheon. Week 35. Demon Wars! You look at your own altar with the displeasure of a god on whose sacred object someone left a message. The message in question reads, reported drastically increased demonic activity. Code Red, emergency pantheon assembly. Be present, and take your mortal with you. It could have emailed. What are demons exactly? It is understood that demons are actually a group of other gods, hostile and destructive towards humanity. They can be kept at bay, but can't be befriended and trusted. Their home is hell, a mathematical opposite of the heavens. Most gods represent positive or neutral concepts, but demons are... I can't read what that says. That still doesn't make sense. Honestly, I'm not an expert. Listen, every deity has their own virtues. One might say that lust is a sin, but isn't this also just passion, an aspect of the goddess of love? The god of war would celebrate murder, and the god of money is definitely okay with exploitation. Our understanding of what is unacceptable changes over time. I suppose you're correct, yes. Most gods are gods of thought, born as personified concepts of humanity, and they can, in fact, change should human consensus on the concept change. If that's the case, so can demons. But you also said that gods of the heaven and demons of hell are mathematically opposite, right? Why did you use mathematics? You won't believe it. The divine order dictates so. Week 36. Demon Wars. The heavens are crowded in a way you've never felt before, even though there's almost no one to see with the bare eye. Please assume the incorporeal form upon arrival, and don't block the gates. Thank you. Sorry, what's all this about? War. We will explain in a bit. Mortal guests, potential demigods, and those unable to assume incorporeal forms for any other reason shall take seats in Sector 7, Cloud 9. Cloud 9 is moist and stiff, not the best chair you've had. You quickly look around. There are some mortals, unknown deities, and a familiar flying spaghetti monster floating around. Meatballs, anyone? You're a flying blob is passive with ketchup. Your point being? Just wondering if your divine specialty is hating Italy. All set? Good. Now in the name of the Pantheon, I, Basilicus Solus, declare the meeting to be now in session. Border Patrol have reported attacks on the human realm by the demons. Mostly possessions. Any influenced humans are going berserk. Most notable outbreaks spotted in areas of both developed and developing countries. Reasons of correlation currently unknown. Treatment currently unknown. All gods with suitable domains are to split in groups by the regional worship principle. Delay your expansionist ideas for now. If you're mainly worshipped in a specific area, focus on it. If your domain is not suited for combat, focus on strengthening belief of your flocks. As per report of the goddess of knowledge, mortals with strong convictions are now more immune to possessions. Chaos ensues. Divine beings, gods and goddesses, bounce around in kind of a Brownian motion. Demons. We haven't heard of them since the Age of Reason. Oh, no, not the Baroque again! I don't care if North America is my primary source of power. I want ASEAN! Is there a traitor amongst us? You know, I have no idea what I'm supposed to be doing here. Basilicus Solus finishes his speech and descends to where you sit. You can fight, so go and fight. Really? Yes. Good luck. Weekday routine. What am I supposed to do about that? More into humanities, please. After major cluster duck, that was the whole mortgage bond situations, they did call for more regulations. From whom though? Do they have like a banking deity? Never heard of them. Turns out there's no banking deity, so they try to regulate themselves. Weekend activities. Talk to Theodore. Yeah, same thing. He just wants to chill for a movie. Week 37. Demon Wars. Oh, the city is on fire. You see people running around, screaming, fighting, eating off the ground, and other unsightly things. But you don't sense people. Ah! You see a familiar figure. Oh, the blockchain kid. He doesn't react and keeps running straight at you. Is he about to headbutt us? Before the kid has any chance to do such a thing, you catch him by the shoulders. Is this another free will thing? He doesn't reply. You take a closer look at him. The pupils in his eyes are vertical, and when you touch his shadow, his mind feels altered to be outside of your reach. I think we have just witnessed a demonic possession. Grr! Can you do something about it? Reach for his memories, reach for his aspirations. Question the morality of non-consensual divine influence. What if I do wait, why? Oh god. What if I question the morality of non-consensual divine influence? You know, one could argue that this specific human being would be really against me meddling with his soul, even if it could hypothetically save him. He didn't ask to be saved. Do it or I'll punch you. Fine, but that's on you. Let the record show that I am not to be responsible for such privacy violation. Oh, no. Oh, what do I do here? Memories are aspiration? I will reach for his aspirations. You dive deeper into the shadow, into the soul of the kid. To your surprise, there is no mind, only instinct. His mind is not human anymore. What do you mean not human? In his mind, there is no humanity. How can this be? I don't know. What do you mean you don't know? It's a ridiculous situation. You're arguing in the middle of a burning street, and in your hands, there's a bratty teenager who just lost his soul. That means I don't know. If you know something I don't, you're free to take a look yourself. And how, pray tell, am I supposed to do that? Ugh, let me show you. And handling a growling kid with one hand, you grab Theodore's hand with another and share. See? There's no language, no sense of self, and no comprehension of time. All things that make sapient beings. Wait. I think it's just a surface. As if he forgot what being human is. Can you try again, please? I'll try. You focus and summon all your power, trying to reach something, anything, and you find it. Almost erased, but not by mere fear, by justified existential anxiety. There's a remnant of a soul. You catch it, holding it close like one would cradle a child. It's alright, you whisper. Think of the joy you had when you won your local League of Legends tournament. Think of the Pokemon cards you loved collecting as a kid. Of course, it's a shame your younger siblings can't relate to why those tiny pieces of paper are such treasure. But I can. Pokemon cards, huh? You heard all that? Yeah, I did. Impatiently you wait as the kid regains consciousness. Where am I? Still here, on planet Earth. Don't give up on it, alright? You sigh. There's a whole city of possessed humans, so you have a whole lot more to do. Weekday. Ah, boy. What am I even supposed to do here? Arts and culture? I don't know if that's gonna help me. Soul navigation, maybe. That could be handy. Weekend activities. Man, what if I posted social media? It's still the same deal as before. Week 38. It turns out to be the hottest thing you've ever done before. Healing mortals afflicted with demonic possession, but continue to walk around town and try your damn best. There's something fundamentally wrong with demons. No wonder the Pantheon declares unity in the face of demonic threat. Ascension. Wait, acolyte. What is it? Show me their minds again, or rather what devours them. Why? It can break you down! Because I have to understand. You could have argued against this. After all, it is a ridiculously stupid, self-sacrificing idea. Despair of an altruist in the face of catastrophe. Hero syndrome. However, the cold and ethereal note in his voice is awfully familiar. After all, this is the will of the divine order. So you promptly obey the command, and once you catch another possessed mortal, you offer Theo your hand and lead him into the darkness of oblivion, curious about what he can see that you don't. Now I understand everything. Uh-huh, you think. Does he understand he freaking glows right now? In retrospect, you could have been more respectful. After all, it's not like a mortal ascends to godhood every day. There's no point in fear. If you ran away, nothing would change. You realize the world is an awful, awful place. Yeah, you have a right to feel this way. Something is wrong with the world right now. It is an overcomplicated, broken mess. But running away will not change it. Only accepting this struggle would. But because now you are aware of the problems, contributing to the solution would certainly lead to finite losses of your time and energy, while not contributing will possibly lead to infinite losses of the apocalypse. So, rationally, you have to. Instead, you somewhat hysterically giggle as you eavesdrops on his conversation with a possessed soul. How do you feel, Theo? Like myself? Why do you ask? Well, it's just before a miracle. I felt obliged to ask. Week 39. The Pantheon. Is it okay to feel nervous? I am mourning the loss of the only priest of my church. Shh, I'm busy. But no, it is normal. Isn't it kind of like a dissertation defense situation? Yeah, but last time I defended my PhD, it wasn't before the cumulative embodiment of collective consciousness of all sentience. You have a very big galaxy brain. Got it. Oh look, Basilica Soli is finally here. So you did ascend. Congratulations. Thank you. It is very much a rare occurrence that a new concept proves itself strong enough to pass the test of the divine order. Welcome to the Pantheon. Hey, why don't I get such a warm welcome? Oh, please, not now. Well, what did you want to discuss with the Pantheon? Alright, yeah, kinda figured out what demons are. That's crucial knowledge. Do tell, how were you able to understand what the gods of knowledge and wisdom could not? Right, so I was acolyte about them, right? You told me demons are but gods of sin. Basilicus Solis winces in disdain. Some other deities in the background gasp. What? Did they not know about it? But it didn't make sense to me. So then he mentioned what most gods are. Gods of thought. So then I asked myself, why just some gods? Like seeing that Eldritch horrors can become gods, I made an assumption that all gods of the heaven are, in some capacity, collective thoughts. Not the real things, but perceptions of real things. Because let's be honest, that's what you are. That's why you appear human and have human-like minds. That's why you change and vanish should humanity forget you. I know we are memes, so what the heck? Gods are memes! No! If all gods of the heaven are thoughts, then what's the antithetical to thought but native to this realm? What is the lack of thought? Instinct. Demons are the primordial desire to lose consciousness because to be aware of oneself and one's surroundings is suffer. So they appear when humanity has a crisis of existence moment, like now. Late capitalism, climate change, and overall artistic impasse. The general sentiment that the world became too overcomplicated, but at the same time lost all meaning, makes one want to just throw a tantrum, you know? Reject civilization, return to monkey. I see. Yes, that is valuable knowledge indeed. So, to fight demons, we have to... Yes, you have to keep providing meaning and hope. It's what gods are, after all. They guide humanity towards the stars, not vice versa. That reminds me. Your domain is what exactly? I'm not sure yet. I do have some hypotheses. Alright, go think about it. We have a war to finish. Oh, and you, acolyte. Yeah? What is it? You too are welcome to the Pantheon. It's not like you needed the Pantheon's acceptance or anything. Man, tsundere acolyte though. The war continues, but then it ends. Firefighters take out their discharge hoses and usual life slowly resumes. You too return to your temple. Week 41. What are you going to do now? Concepts and collisions. What are you going to do now? Build your own temple or something? He smiles. Yeah, something like that. I had someone teaching me how to, after all. You nod. You are welcome. Well, that was a favor you wanted from me, now wasn't it? Yeah, it was. I don't understand it myself yet, but I did apparently qualify for becoming a potential god of clarity, so I had to prove I can endure the pressure of your domain and whatnot. What does it mean, though? What, clarity? Oh, it's like objectiveness of thinking, like a bias. That makes sense. Your domain is, after all, nostalgia, a cognitive bias of favoring the past. The divine order kind of used you as a stress test. Well, whatever. We are going to be enemies then. We don't have to be. Humans don't have to be anything, but we're not human anymore, Theo. Their concept is fundamentally opposed to mine, so, you know. Even good memories won't change your feelings towards me, as you can't have rose-tinted glasses. Because that's what being a god is. And even now, you can feel how this concept rejects yours. I'm sorry. It's alright. I have to go now, don't I? Yeah. Good luck, Theo. Good luck, acolyte. I enjoy being a friend. Week 42. Concepts and collisions follow-up. The temple feels empty without him, but that too is godhood. Others come and go, and you remain. But you have a church to maintain and followers to bless. Hello, my faithful flock. What do we say? Right. Nostalgia isn't what it used to be. The trusty sense of humor remains too. The end. Yeah. Frick. Alright, it's week 41, and basically, where I left off last, like after I beat Cthulhu, okay, I just spent all my time with Theo. Like, every time when the weekend hits, I was just spending my time with Theo so I can raise his relationship level high enough. So now it's week 41. What are you going to do now? Divinites and domains. What are you going to do now? Build your own temple or something? You ask Theo, and he just vaguely waves you off.
Why, I like it here. There's no rule that gods can't live together, I'm pretty sure.
Probably not. That's ridiculous. But shouldn't you hang out with others who aren't, say, Eldritch horrors? Oh, shining beacon of hope.
What's with this sudden self-consciousness?
Well, you don't know.
You got your divine favor from me in the end, didn't you? The divine order ordered you to summon a horror too.
I'm not sure what you had to do, actually.
Hey! Was his voice always this soft and gentle, or is it another ascension perk? What do you think my domain is?
Some kind of progress? Enlightenment?
Come on, you're not even trying. Isn't it obvious? I too have a connection to the abyss.
Why is he blushing?
What? I am the god of clarity, I think. Stupid name, right?
Yeah, clarity. Very scary.
You're just being terrible, aren't you? Eldritch horrors are gods, just not particularly benevolent ones. The abyss is the unknown and the unknowable. A realm speculated to be beyond human cognition, like quantum physics or hypercubes, but it's still tied to the human consciousness by definition. And you are the god of the undead and the void, which sounds really cool, but you know another name to call it by, don't you?
I'm not saying it.
Why?
It sounds lame.
Really?
Yeah, really. Oh, hi, I'm the god of nostalgia and jouissance.
Jouy what?
Of course, the undead sounds better.
Whatever floats your boat. Anyway, I am now the god of freedom from cognitive biases. Such elegance, much prestige. Now, who got the short end of the stick, huh? And how is that horrific? It's not, but it is impossible by definition. Human cognition can't exist in a state free of bias. Oh, one more thing. Come with me, alright? And what are we doing here? If you don't believe me, I have another proof. Hello? Basilica Soli! I know you're here.
I am here. And what do you want?
Tell him.
Do not command me.
Tell him, or I will.
Aren't you an arrogant one?
Fine. Thanks. I'll leave you two to talk.
What was that about?
You wonder if ascension also makes people restless.
Okay, so have you ever wondered why you look like a cat?
Right now, I can't wonder at all.
I'm too busy realizing you're capable of not shouting all the time. Very funny. Now listen to me. Before you were born, or I was born, for that matter, there was another war. Between the great old ones of outer space and the elder gods of humanity. That's when the outer gods got exiled into the abyss. Right, Cthulhu dreams to return to that time when eldritch gods ruled the universe. So while the elder gods of humanity was the goddess of the sun, the goddess of the sun, fertility and music, the elder goddess of cats. Hey yo! You are half eldritch, half human, acolyte. Bastet was your mother.
I've never thought about it. What happened to her?
Oh no. Oh no.
Did she become you?
Divinity can change. The god of sun. When the first civilizations fell, her divinity shattered. In a sense, I am part of her, and also not.
All I hear is that I get to call you Dad.
No! And we're back to shouting again.
But thanks for telling me.
Transmask God! I'm into it.
Divinities and domains. Follow-up. But you are absolutely sure you want a shared temple? Yes, I also plan to continue teaching, by the way.
And you don't mind me actually being a cognitive bias myself?
No.
Really?
It's kind of surreal. That's all there is to it. Maybe I should advertise my church to as a workplace. Hey, come here for me. It gives one hell of a career boost.
Okay, it's not surreal. It's just awkward. You're really not sure what else to say.
Oh, for the love of... Screw it, I'm not lying to myself. That's against my concept.
And then he kisses you.
And it tastes like ice, stardust, and overwhelmingly freedom. Because you are ethereal and divine. And you have the whole of eternity ahead of you. True end.
Oh my god! That ending just gave me like Good Omens vibes. Frick. Without the freaking tragedy at the end. Oh, I freaking loved it. But anyway, that was I Love My Follower account. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. If you guys do want to play this for yourselves, link to the game will be in the description below. Jesus Christ, this was a ride. I did not expect myself to sit down for over 2 hours doing this recording, but I'm glad I did anyway. But thank you all so much for watching. I hope you all have a lovely rest of the day. And as always, I'll be seeing you in the next video. This is Lion, signing off.
Ciao.